In the last lecture, we have gone through the architecture of data warehouse. We can see that there are three main architecture. First one is the basic. Second one is the staging area, and it means with staging area. And the third one is with staging area and data mart. So basic data warehouse architecture is, you can see from this diagram, I mean from this figure, that these are the sources and the users who try to access or who try to analyze the data that we have kept in this data warehouse, right? So these are sources, means operational systems, flat files. There may be different sources, you know that. Either it may be that normal, your database tables, or it may be any operational system, flat files, it can be anything. But what we need to focus here, that the data is being directly kept from those sources to the data warehouse. Can you see any mediator here? Can you see any middle layer here? No. In this basic data warehouse architecture, there is no such middle layer. We are keeping the data directly from the sources that we are retrieving from the sources, and then we are keeping it in a data warehouse. And the users try to analyze the data. Thereby, we are using those reports, and thereby we try to mine some important trend out of those data. Okay, so this is the basic structure. Now, here we have mentioned the term that is operational system. Now, what is that? So operational system is a method used in data warehousing to refer to a system that is used to process the day-to-day transaction of an organization. You know that whenever a big organization is concerned, like your Google, like your IBM, okay, nowadays AWS, Amazon. So day-to-day transactions plays very important role for their business analytics purpose. Now, these operational systems we use in data warehouse to refer to that system which try to process this data, where means day-to-day transaction of those particular organizations. Okay, so operational system क्या है? ऑपरेशनल सिस्टम के जरिए हम क्या करते हैं, जितने भी डे टू डे ट्रांजेक्शन हो रहा है पार्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, उसको हम प्रोसेस करते हैं, ठीक है। और उससे जो डाटा प्रोसेस करके आपको मिला, वही डाटा आप कहाँ रख रहे हो? वी आर कीपिंग इट, वी आर कीपिंग दोस डाटा इन द डाटा वेयरहाउस. Then flat files. So flat file is a system of files in which transactional data is stored, and every file in the system must have a different name. Last class also I asked you the difference between this flat file and database file. I could not find any answer from your side regarding to that question. Okay, so you have to answer these things. You have to go through these questions that I have asked. So let's discuss the questions that I have discussed, which I have asked in the last lecture. That is the difference between flat files and the database files. So what I'm mentioning here is that this flat file is a system of files where transactional data is stored, and every file should have a different name. Okay. Got it? The definition is clear? Are you listening? Means you have got now what is flat file?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you can see this diagram. This is a simple diagram with respect to flat file model. We try to depict it. Record 1, record 2, record 3, route number, miles, and activity. Okay. These are simple data. Means you don't need to concern with the data, but you just need to focus that here, see, these have different names, right? Now, every flat file model will have a different name, but this seems similar to that of a table. Now, what is that difference between them then? We need to have idea about the difference between this flat file and our normal relational databases, right? And very important part is this difference. So flat file database means this whole database will going to constitute only one single table. মানে মই কি কৈছো flat file database eta single table থাকিব ओके ये पूरा flat file database जो है उसमें सिर्फ एक सिंगल टेबल होगा ठीक है क्या रिलेशनल डेटाबेस में ऐसा होगा क्या रिलेशनल डेटाबेस में सिर्फ एक ही टेबल हो सकता है आप सभी लोगों ने रिलेशनल डेटाबेस बनाया है उसमें बहुत सारे टेबल्स के ऊपर भी काम किया है Am I right or wrong? You have gone through the DBMS paper, I think.
Yes, sir.
So you have seen there that you can create as many as tables you want. So a database comprised of multiple entities in the case of relational database. So that is the first big difference between them. Okay. Then in case of flat file database, it is represented using a data dictionary. Data dictionary, this part also I have discussed in that DBMS lectures. Okay. Now, sorry, data dictionary is nothing but you are keeping information about those data, like data type, data format, okay, size, description, these things we are keeping in that data dictionary. Now, in case of relational database, this thing is represented using a schema. And you know that schema is the overall structure of the database. And in that schema, you know that we have different entities, different attributes, and we try to represent their relationship with the help of ER diagram. Okay. So data dictionary with respect to flat file database in most cases, but ER diagram with respect to relational database. Now, in the data dictionary, you can see that for flat files, we have these terms related to that, records, field, character. But whenever this ER model is concerned, then you can see entity, attribute, relationship. Now, if we talk about the advantage of flat file database, then it is very simple to create it, use it, and it's inexpensive also. But in case of relational database, what are the advantages? You know, whenever relational database is concerned, the most prominent advantage is that it tries to reduce the redundancy as much as possible. And for that, we rely on the technique of normalization. And you can see in the most cases we use what type of normalization technique? Can you tell me? In most cases, in most of the practical cases, we rely on which normal form? This is the question that you have to answer me through comment. But you first tell me, you have gone through the normalization technique or not?
Yes, sir.
Normalization technique.
Yes, sir.
পঢ়িছে আগতে?
Yes, sir. Fauzi.
So the question that I have asked you, the first question of this lecture, that what is the most common normal form that we practically try to employ in our databases? Okay. Then if we talk about the disadvantage of flat file database, then what is that one? But it is this flat file database is very simple, no doubt. It is very easy to use and inexpensive also. But when this is the concern of data redundancy and thereby inconsistency, then it is somewhat lagging behind. There is no such technique that we can employ to reduce the data redundancy or the data inconsistency problem. Okay, that we can easily do in the case of relational database with the help of normalization. Now, this is the disadvantage of flat file database. Then what is the disadvantage? What will be the disadvantage of relational database is that this relational database takes time to set up. Means it's highly complex one. So you know that whenever we move from higher normal form to one normal form to higher one, like 2NF to 3NF, 3NF to BCNF, BCNF to 4NF, 4NF to 5NF, then the complexity is increased. So it takes time. Okay. So this is all you have to know about the differences between flat file and relational databases. Are this every points clear to you now? বুজি পালা সববিলাক?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then there is another term that I have used here is metadata. Now, what is metadata? You know, metadata means that data which keeps information about some another data. मतलब ये है कि ये डेटा कोई और डेटा के बारे में आपको जानकारी देंगे, means you will get information of other data from this data. Okay. और इस टाइप का डेटा हम मैक्सिमम केस में डेटा वेयरहाउस में यूज करते हैं. ठीक है. Metadata summarizes necessary information about data that can make finding and work with particular instances of data more accessible. For example, author, data build, data scenes, and flats are the examples of very basic document of metadata. Then metadata is used to direct a query to the most appropriate data source. आप लोग कंफ्यूज मत होना. मेटाडेटा मतलब यही ऐसा ही है कि जैसे सपोज you have two different locations. In the location 2, you are keeping some files related to, say, your paper data mining. But about this location means ये location कहाँ है, ये information आपने रख दिया है location 1 में. मतलब location 1 क्या कर रहे हैं? Giving details about the information of those files that you are keeping at location 2. तो हमारे लिए ये जो हो जाएगा क्या? Metadata. ठीक है? That is the basic example. Now look at the figure here. You can see that data mining tools, data load functions, query tools, applications of source systems. ये सारे चीज मैं data warehousing में पढ़ाऊंगा आप लोगों को. So data warehouse metadata is directly connected to these things. Query tools, reporting tools, load functions, applications. Okay. Now, if we try to summarize that what is exactly metadata is. So metadata is those data, is that data which will tell you more information about other data. Okay. It gives you information about semantic, syntax, and more explanation. It describes the pertinent aspect of the data in the data warehouse. मतलब ये है कि relevant aspect, किस particular task के लिए कौन सा data सही है. This information also you will get it from this. Then this is all you have to know about metadata. Okay, अभी तक के लिए इतना ही जान लो क्या है metadata और क्यों हम यूज करते हैं. Now, next thing is that lightly and highly summarized data. तो lightly and highly summarized data क्या है? The area of data warehouse shapes all the predefined lightly and highly summarized data generated by data warehouse manager. The goals of the summarized information are to speed up the query performance. The summarized record is updated continuously as new information is loaded into the warehouse. Guys, when I started discussing about data warehouse, I told you many times that in data warehouse, we focus on what? Domain specific data or subject oriented data. I hope you can recall that. अब ऐसा है कि डाटा वेयरहाउस में हम डेटाबेस की तरह ऐसा नहीं कर रहे हैं कि हर रोज उस डेटा को दे रख रहे हैं, उसको एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, उसको मॉडिफाई कर रहे हैं. We are not doing that. At that point, actually, data warehouse differs from normal database. We are keeping our information, only those information in the data warehouse that we experience in the past. हमने पास्ट में जो एक्सपीरियंस किया है, मतलब पास्ट में जो डाटा कलेक्ट किया है हमारे अपने कंपनी के लिए, वही डेटा हमने डेटा वेयरहाउस में रखा है। अब क्वेश्चन आया क्यों, व्हाई वी आर कीपिंग दोस डेटा डेटा वेयरहाउस। मैं ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर भी आपको बहुत पहले ही बता चुका हूँ कि हम डेटा वेयरहाउस में ये जो टाइम स्पेसिफिक डाटा रख रहे हैं, मतलब हिस्टोरिक डाटा जो रख रहे हैं, लाइक 2000 to 2002 डाटा, 2002 to सपोज 2004 डाटा, लाइक दैट, ताकि उस सारे डाटा, वो जो डाटा है आपके पास, उसको हम एनालाइज करके कुछ ट्रेंड जनरेट कर पाए। ट्रेंड का मतलब ये है कि किस वे से और किस तरफ आपका कंपनी ग्रो हो रहा है। आप लोगों में से कोई जना होगा जो शेयर स्टॉक के बारे में आइडिया है। डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया अबाउट स्टॉक मार्केट? किसी के पास आइडिया है कुछ? Frankly tell me, you know about the stock market data or not?
Little bit, sir.
Little bit. Okay, that little bit is good, no doubt. तो वहां आप क्या देखते हो? बहुत सारे कंपनीज हैं, राइट? टॉप 50 कंपनीज और कुछ भी कंपनीज, ऐसे बहुत सारे कंपनीज आप देखते हो। सबसे पहले आप कंपनी का क्या देखते हो? जब आप कोई कंपनी में कोई स्टॉक आप खरीदने जा रहे हो, तो पहले क्या देखते हो उसका?
Current value.
I could not hear you. Kindly repeat.
Current stock value.
करंट स्टॉक वैल्यू आप देखते हो? सिर्फ करंट स्टॉक वैल्यू देख के आप खरीद लेते हो?
नहीं सर।
आप क्या करते हो? उसका जो पास देता है उसको एनालिसिस करते हो, राइट? जितना मैं जानता हूँ
Yes, sir.
शेयर के बारे में स्टॉक। हाँ
2-3 साल का देख लेता है।
हाँ हाँ, 2-3 साल का, या तो वो ऐसा नहीं भी हो पाए तो आप एटलीस्ट प्रीवियस फ्यू मंथ्स डेटा आप देखोगे। उसके बाद और बहुत सारे चीजें, मैं आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डेप्थ ऑफ इट, बट मेरा मतलब ये है कि आप एक समराइज वे से वो कार्व आप देख के ये देख लोगे कि ये कंपनी का ग्रोथ रेट क्या है। सपोज इफ दिस कंपनी वाज फॉलिंग, देन at which case it again tries to go upward. Are you getting me or not? ये सब देखते हो कि नहीं? आप लोग देखते हो? ऑफ कोर्स यू आर नाउ मैच्योर्ड एनफ, यू आर इन a 9 sem, आप लोग 9 सेमेस्टर में हो, and you are now master degree student, so you have that capability that you can analyze this thing and go for a new trade, right? बुझी पाए सर? सिमिलरली जो डेटा वेयरहाउस की बात मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, जो समराइज डेटा का मीनिंग ही ये है, आप अपने कंपनी में कहाँ कहाँ किस एरिया में ग्रोथ हो रहा है, वो डेटा, वो जितना डाटा आपका कलेक्ट हुआ है उसी से ही तो आपको पता लगाना होगा। ठीक है, अब ऐसा नहीं ना डेली डेली बेसिस पे जितना डेटा हो रहा है, जितना डेटा आपको मिल रहा है, तो यू कैन नॉट गो फॉर दैट। नॉट माय पॉइंट, यू कैन नॉट गो फॉर ऑल द डेटा। तो आप क्या करोगे? उस डेटा को समराइज फॉर्म में लाओगे। ठीक है, मतलब समराइज फॉर्म में मतलब पूरा अप्रैल महीने का डेटा को क्या करोगे, ये देख लोगे कि कहाँ कहाँ प्रॉफिट ज्यादा हो रहा है। सपोज मैं आसाम की बात कर रहा हूँ, आसाम में सपोज मिडिल आसाम में ज्यादा प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, लोअर आसाम में प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, अपर। ये जब रीजन बेसिक स्पेसिफिक डेटा को आपने एनालिसिस कर लिया, उसके बाद कौन सा प्रोडक्ट आपका ज्यादा सेल हो रहा है, ये कुछ समराइज डेटा को ही आप कहाँ रखोगे? डेटा वेयरहाउस में। और ये समराइज डेटा को आप क्या करोगे? टाइम स्पेसिफिक एनालाइज करके उसको आप, ऐसा नहीं कि एवरी डे यू आर डूइंग द सेम। नाउ यू गॉट इट, व्हाट डज इट मीन बाय समराइज डेटा? बुझी पाला? समझ में आ गया सबको? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो this thing is clear. I think ইয়াতকে আৰু মই বেছি এক্সপ্লেইন নকৰিলেও হ'ব। সামাৰাইজ ডাটা, डेटा वेयरहाउसত क्यों सामराइज डाटा रखूं, क्यों हम सामराइज डाटा डेटा वेयरहाउस में रखते हैं, और सामराइज डाटा का मतलब क्या है, ये पूरा एज ए होल आप लोगों को मैं बता चुका हूँ। आई थिंक अभी आप लोगों को ये चीज को इमेजिन करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं जाएगी। ठीक है, देन एंड यूजर एक्सेस टूल, आपने डाटा तो रख लिया है, आप वो डाटा एनालाइज करेंगे, कोड यूजर्स देखेंगे, तो यूजर्स को एक्सेस करने के लिए भी क्या चाहिए होगा? एन यूजर एक्सेस टूल। The principal purpose of a data warehouse is to provide information to the business managers for strategic decision making. अगर डिसीजन मेकिंग का लेक्चर कोई किसी ने मिस किया है ना, वो रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर देख लेना मेरा, ठीक है। वो क्या है, डिसीजन के बारे में आपके पास पूरा A to Z आइडिया होना चाहिए कि किस टाइप का डिसीजन होता है। बहुत सिंपल है, बट फिर भी यू हैव टू नो दैट। ओके, सेमी स्ट्रक्चर्ड क्या है? सो जो एन एक्सेस मतलब एन यूजर एक्सेस टूल्स हैं, that is for those managers, or you can say those persons who are involved in those strategic decision making process. Okay, that is about an user's access tool. Now, if you already have idea about some end user access tool, you know that reporting and query tools, ADT, executive information system tools, online analytical processing tools. There are many different tools. Okay, out of these data mining tools, online analytical processing tools, I'll discuss in the DWDM subject. Okay, later on. So that is the basic data warehouse architecture. Moi আজি discuss কৰিলো তোমালোকৰ লগত. What I have discussed today is about basic data warehouse architecture. Now I'm repeating again. See, in the case of basic data warehouse architecture, you have sources and you have different users, and you are directly keeping the data in that data warehouse. And in the data warehouse, you can see metadata, summary data, raw data. And from this data, those users are directly linked and they use this data for analysis, reporting, and mining purposes. Now, last question for today's lecture is that what do you understand by the basic data warehouse architecture? तो आप लोगों को मुझे ये बताना है कि एज ए होल क्या क्या कंपोनेंट रहता है फर्स्ट जो डेटा वेयरहाउस आर्किटेक्चर है और बेसिक डेटा वेयरहाउस आर्किटेक्चर है. Okay, you got my question? So that's all for today's class.
Sir.